In today's episode, that time I got threatened with termination by the CIO for trying to do my job. Not related to IT. I had a real "why are you buying clothes at the soup store" moment from one of these guys today. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. That time I got threatened with termination by the CIO for trying to do my job. This goes back to 2019 when I was working on a mass workstation refresh to get everyone off of the 10-year-old Windows 7 PCs and replace them with modern Windows 10 systems. This was partly because Windows 7 was now EOL, and also partly because the new ERP system was not certified for use on Windows 7. If it wasn't for the ERP upgrade, the Windows 7 machines would probably all still be in service to this day. Also, please forgive my jumble of a narrative. I work in tech support, I am not an author. I had replaced all but one machine, out of approximately 110 in total, at this point. The last user was the one person in the entire organization that was using QuickBooks to track finances for two of the company's subsidiaries. Of course, since his machine was 10 years old, he was on an equally old version of QuickBooks that not only did the company misplace the installation media for, they also no longer had the product key. And as it was EOL, we were SOL in getting any support from Intuit without paying more than what a new version would cost. I also learned that version wouldn't run on Windows 10 even if we did have a way to reinstall it. Given this dilemma, and me being on the bottom of the org chart, I deferred to my manager regarding what to do. He had asked me at least 3 times to get him prices for a new license to QuickBooks Enterprise, but balked on the cost each time. Ultimately, we reached what was supposed to be a temporary compromise where the Windows 7 machine would be pulled from the user's desk, a Windows 10 machine installed in its place, and remote desktop set up on the Windows 7 machine for him to remote in and do the QuickBooks work on the old system. I worked with the user on scheduling a time to do the swap out while he was going to be out of office for a few days, and a time that I could show him how to remote into the Windows 7 box when he got back. I got as far as setting up the Windows 10 machine in the lab to copy his documents, desktop icons, bookmarks, etc. from when his supervisor got word that I was in the process of replacing his computer. After explaining to her the workaround regarding the QuickBooks, I got the impression she didn't listen to a word I said. She went on a rant about how I was not to touch his machine without her permission. At this point, I continued on with the file transfer and notified my boss, who said he would address the concerns. I didn't hear anything else and proceeded to schedule a date to do the swap. Right after swapping in the Windows 10 machine, but before getting remote desktop set up on the Windows 7 box, the Karen manager started ripping into me for not listening to her and ignoring her and being insubordinate. I told her to talk to my supervisor as we needed to get rid of the Windows 7 machines due to security concerns, and that Windows 7 was not compliant with the new ERP system. Cue a story from her that when the new ERP system goes live, it will have the ability to import directly from a QuickBooks file. I walked away and proceeded on with my kludge of a workaround, as that is the order I had from my supervisor, and sent my supervisor an email note detailing the encounter, to which I got no reply. The next morning, my boss comes to me saying he has heard a complaint from the Karen manager. I recounted what occurred, and he again promised me he would look into it. He also stated that the Karen was mistaken, and that while possible to import accounting records from QuickBooks into the new ERP system, it was not a simple task, and the same capability exists in the old system too. I went on about my business until early afternoon when one of my coworkers took a phone call from the CIO. In this phone call, the CIO was not happy as Karen manager had escalated the complaint to him. My coworker didn't know what the ordeal was about, and I told him what it was regarding, and he transferred the CIO to my phone. I tried to explain that we had a workaround to the CIO, and that we needed to get him off of the EOL Windows 7 machine, but he went on a ramble about how Karen was reporting that I was refusing to do my job. I tried standing my ground as my manager was the one that okayed the swap and workaround, but he demanded that I put the old Windows 7 machine back in place, and casually mentioned that he would consider termination if I continued to ignore orders. After the phone call ended, I discussed the situation with my coworkers and tried to reach my manager, who had conveniently disappeared. Since the CIO was demanding it, I put the Windows 7 machine back in place and updated it as much as I could. And there the Windows 7 machine sat, in service, up until the day I left at the end of 2020. I quickly noticed after this that my boss had a habit of actively avoiding this Karen of a manager. I had even seen him drop what he was doing and slip out of the back door to the office when she would walk in. Not related to IT. So at my current job, I'm a senior IT service desk engineer. My day-to-day is going through the tickets assigned to Service Desk, SD, and follow up on open tickets with other engineers/operators. We're currently working on updating our ITSM, since the one we currently operate on is no longer supported by the vendor and quite outdated. HPSM. The people I work with are generally pleasant. Until this morning. Now this is in the month of Ramadan where I live. Everyone is fasting and smokers/coffee drinkers are suffering from withdrawal, so I try to keep a pleasant and professional tone with everyone. Our cast is me, team member 1 to 3, TM1, TM2, TM3, user supervisor, department head, DH. First call 10:15 a.m. TM1, hello IT, good morning, how may I help you? TM1, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll look into it. TM1, okay, so the ticket has been open for 10 minutes and is already assigned to a technician. Please wait for a call back as soon as resolution is possible. Second call 10:20 a.m. TM2, hello IT, go. TM2, I'm sorry about the, yes, I'll update the ticket right now, sir. Yes. TM2, he just hung up on me. Third call 10:25 a.m. This time I was already curious, since it's rare for people to hang up a call on my team members, and I was already looking at the call log to see who was it. TM1 again, hello I. TM1, sir, there is no need to shout. TM1, please calm down and. Me, waving at him to mute the call, what's up? TM1, this guy called us a couple of times yelling about a pending ticket. Me, so? Just updated and set a ping to the assigned group? TM1, I did that, but I'd rather not speak to this guy again. Me, okay, got it, I'll give him a call and see what this is about. TM1, okay, his extension is 1234. Me, good morning, this Bahamut_Offman from IT, how are you today? User, no, it's not a good morning. You people take ages to answer a call, then refuse to finish a simple request, and that has affected my ability to finish my tasks. I'm writing an email to the department head right this moment. What's your ID so I can CC you into it? Me, now I'm easy to anger, but I try to always keep a professional tone. While on the phone, my ID is 42069. May I ask what this is about? I can clearly see this has upset you, and I'd like to help you resolve this. User, I can't believe you people. That do we even pay you for? You're useless, all of you. Me, now since he's making this issue personal, and is calling me and my team useless, would like nothing more than to hang up and disable his password for a couple of hours, but of course I can't. Sir, there is no need to make this personal. Please calm down and lower your voice. User, it's about ticket number 1234567 and it's been hours since I've opened it. This is a breach of SLA. I'll make sure your department head hears of this. After looking at the ticket for a minute, it clicks. Since we share a ticketing system with the facilities department, this guy submitted a ticket by sending an email to IT@company, facilities@company, and the system fetched it and created 2 tickets. One in each queue. Meaning one ticket was sent to service desk queue and one was sent to the facilities queue. Me, sir, this isn't related to IT. User, what? What do you mean not related to IT? Me, I mean we don't handle this kind of request. User, that's unacceptable. You have to resolve my request ASAP, or I can't be done with my tasks. Me, sir, please call this number, they'll handle your request. I hang up and jump on HPSM to reject the ticket. In the closure code I type not related to IT and close it. Moments later an email notification pops on my screen. It's user, and he's tagged my team leader, my department head, and other managers/senior staff, generally saying, service desk agents are unprofessional and refuse to solve my issue, and I demand it to be solved this instant. Among other choice words detailing how his nephew, who's still in elementary school, could resolve the issue in moments. My department head, whom I now consider a legend, replies a few moments later. Not related to IT. Regards. Signed DH. I had a tea-eating grin on my face when I see multiple replies from managers questioning why they were tagged in this. User's supervisor replies. Dear ITDH. Dear ITSD team. I apologize for user's behavior and will have him go through orientation training again. Regards. Signed supervisor. By the time this was done, it was 11 a.m. Now you're probably wondering what this ticket is about. Broken wheel on a desk chair. Fix ASAP, top urgent. For some reason in this guy's mind, this somehow related to IT. Since at a desk you find a phone, a keyboard, a monitor, a mouse, and a computer. All IT items. So logically a chair is also an IT item. Some people find a way to ruin a good day no matter what. Thank God the rest of the calls that day went smoothly. I had a real "why are you buying clothes at the soup store" moment from one of these guys today. Got a call today from a guy, irritated that I'm not psychic. I usually don't get frustrated with this kind of thing, but this is peak hours, backed up call queue, multiple P1S, drama in the Teams chat, the works on a Wednesday. I never actually did yell at the guy. He didn't seem distressed. He seemed super aloof the entire time. U/Themenstermical, IT, how can I help you? User, yeah, I had a ticket put in for access to some software that I didn't get. Okay, do you have a ticket number? No. That's fine, sometimes they forget it. Okay, did you submit the ticket under your name? No, it was my supervisor. And what's your supervisor's name? First name, something. At this point, I'm thinking if I can find out what department this guy works in, I can figure what software licenses he probably needs, and if it's already on the PC, and he just needed credentials. What software is it that you need? Required software. What do you mean required software? Software that's required for my job description. I'm probably audibly irritated at this point. Okay, what office do you work at? Company name, office. What city is your office in? City name. And what department do you work for? Department name. Alright, what application icons do you see on your desktop right now? I don't see a desktop. What do you mean you don't see a desktop? I just don't see a desktop. More irritated now. What do you see on screen right now? It just says, HR kiosk account name, with an empty password box. Where are you? I'm in, department name. Where are you physically? I'm in, city. What office room are you in? I'm in the HR training room with the kiosk PCs, not even remotely my department. Why are you requesting software in the HR office? Speaking to someone else in the room, hey, can you help me with something? Click. Not an angry click, just an aloof, no consideration click. Eventually, we found the supervisor's ticket. Customer's name not attached, pretty much the whole thing is blank. Just says associate needs required software. We called. He didn't answer. It's in pending. I'll update when the ticket is up for review if y'all want. This is probably too long, but I'm on mobile, and I didn't remember if text formatting was still broken, so I put extra spaces.